Come on in the house, guys. Come on in. Come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Love Coach Sessions Live. I'm your man, KTJ. They call me the Love Coach. And welcome to Love Coach Sessions. We are live here Monday through Friday talking about dating, talking about relationships, talking about love, talking about all of it. And we want you guys to be a part of what we got going on. So we got a good topic today. Look, if you are listening live, we encourage you to come on into the chat room, drop your comments in the chat room. And if you are watching this on the replay, we need y'all to jump in that comment section and let me know what you think. I got a good talk today, you guys, and so I want you to get your feedback from this as well. Let your friends know that this channel is happening. We're very quiet as we're growing very slowly, but growing surely. And the word is getting out there that we got something happening over here. So let's jump into the topic today. As we are proceeding on, let's talk about it today. And we're talking about how you get treated. Why do you get the treatment that you do? Now, this topic was sparked by a message that came to my inbox. I have a friend who is in the Love Coach family. Okay, she hangs around. She's on the dating market, and so I got a message as she described her situation, and I'll tell you what she said, and then I'll tell you what I said, what my response was to her. She let me know that she had gone away, went out of town, went on an exotic island vacation, and she met a man. Turns out that the man was from the States. She met him, and turns out he's from the East Coast. She is also from the East Coast, and so they kept in contact. They continued to talk. Hey, LV, thank you so much for popping in. They continued to talk. They continued to have a conversation and get to know each other. And then they connected, and he said, look, I want to see you. I'll come to where you are down south. And she said, no, fly me in to where you are. Okay. And so he did that. And so the plan was for her to stay a week. Well, come day number 2, he decides to take her out to a sports bar, and they're hanging out. And he also had his friends to meet him there. Now, the friends are there. And so the friends, let's say, are up at the bar, but they came in and had a table. So now he leaves her to go hang out with his friends. And she texted me, messaged me to tell me or to ask my thoughts on this situation while she's sitting at the table by herself. Now, he's texting her, finding out if she's okay, if if she needs more to drink, more to eat, he'll order it. So he's ordering food, ordering drinks over there, but she's sitting by herself. And he's sitting over there across the bar with his friends, spending time with his friends. And she wanted to know what I thought about that. Now, I want to hear you guys' comments and thoughts on this, and I'll tell you what I said. Now, here's what I said. First, I'm just asking, like, what's the deal? Like, are y'all together, or is this just a get together? A get together. It was more like a get together. Okay. So I said to her, so wait a minute. Let me make sure I understand this. He flies you in, and now he has you sitting on the side like a puppy, waiting for him to return. How do you think you're being treated right now? She said, I don't like it. And I'm thinking about coming home. Thinking about coming home? She said, I'm thinking about coming home because I don't like how this is going down. And so this triggered a conversation in my head that I thought that this needed to come to the Love Coach Sessions live. Okay. Now here's the thing that I told her. I said, listen, a man will only treat you the way you allow yourself to be treated. There is a woman that he would never have left his friends at the bar, left sitting there at the table and go spend some time with his friends at the bar. There's a woman. Who that woman is, I don't know who that woman is, but there is somebody. Let me just grab a name out of the. Alexis said, "No, I hear you, Alexis. Let me just grab a name out of the sky. Rihanna, right? Do you think he would have left Rihanna at the table across the restaurant to go hang out with his friends? Probably not. Why? Because he would realize that Rihanna's time is important and that she values herself as important. And so if he wants to be with her, he needs to value her and her time as important. Do you think he would have treated Rihanna that same way? What is the difference between you and Rihanna? Both women, both decide to come and spend time with him at the table. Just one person, in his mind, has more value. So I told her, you need to get on the first thing smoking and come home. First thing smoking, plane, train, automobile, whatever it is. The tickets are not that expensive now. Get yourself on a plane. The plan was for them to be together for a whole week. But this is day 2. This is what's happening on day 2. Now, I imagine that on day 1, he probably got what he was looking for. Come on, let's be adults, right? He got what he's looking for on day 1. So on day 2, she has less value to him on day 2. Now, I'm suggesting to her that, and I did suggest this to her. I said, in the future, maybe you need to take more time before you agree to go on these excavations and these explorations and these trips. Now, she's kind of a thrill seeker type. Like she likes an adventure and likes a story and likes she'd be great at the Harlequin novels. Like, you know what I mean? At creating a story, because she loves that stuff. But the problem is she loves this stuff in real life. Okay. And sometimes in real life, the stuff, it don't go like it does in the movies. Sometimes you get left sitting in a corner by yourself. Why? Because you have not raised your value. Because in his mind, he flew you out. He put you in a position. He put you in the corner. He flew you out. So once flying you out, that means you're mine to do with you as I please. Well, wait a minute. You're mine to do with you as I please once I fly you out. And now I'm going to take you to a restaurant. And now for some guys, listen to this. For some people, I'm not going to say guys because women play these games too. For some people, that was part of the game too. To see how much you'll put up with. To see how much you will endure of humiliation. How much are you really into him? How much do you value yourself? It's more than just about what you are valuing yourself. This is also about him and an ego stroke, right? To be able to say, yeah, I got her over there. My little dog, my little female dog, just sitting there waiting for me to come back. Now, if you're okay with all of this, okay, but just know that a person should only have one opportunity to show you who they are and to show you what you mean to them. One time. What the judge say? Never let a man tell you he don't want you twice. A person can tell you what they're all about with their behavior, not what they say. Should you listen to what a person says? Yes. Yes, you should. You should listen to what they say. You should hear not only what they're saying, but maybe what they're not saying. Are they clear on what they want? Now, here's something, you guys, that I have observed in men, specifically men, but in people, like in general. A person who knows what they want and is serious, right, can clearly articulate what you mean to them, where this thing is going, what they want for their life, and how you contribute to their lives. There's none of this vague stuff. None of this ambiguity. None of this, oh, well, we'll kind of float along and see what we get, see how it goes. Well, I don't know how it's going to go. We'll see how it goes. But they want to go all the way all the time. And then when you pull them up on it and say, hey, so what are we? What are we? They say, oh, wait a minute. I thought we was just seeing how things go. But a man who is ready, who knows what he wants, can be clear. I had a talk very similar to this with someone else just recently, with an older brother. Lady met an older man, and this guy he said, look, I know who I am. I know what I got. I like this, 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 and this. I do not like this, 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 and this. I can get along with almost anybody, but I have to have these things right here. So it gives her the option to either say yes or no. Yes or no. That is what a man who is clear about his intentions are. You should not be taking steps with people who are not clear on their intentions. What are their intentions? Fellas, if some fellas are popping on here, what's her intentions? What's her reason for wanting to be with you? Women have a lot of reasons for what they do, for the things that they do. And a lot of times you won't find out what those reasons are until later on. So it's important for you to be clear to her so that she don't get any kind of misconstrued, any kind of, because some women are focused on getting a husband, focused on getting married, right? But they won't say it. They won't say, I'm looking for a man, I'm looking for a husband, no, they won't say it. They'll just kind of hint towards it. So, fellas, be articulate about it. Articulate what it is you want and what it is that you do not want. If you're not looking to get married, say it. If you're not looking to have more kids, say it. And if she wants to hang around, okay. She can't say you didn't say it. Some women think they're going to talk you out of it. But a man who's convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. Did y'all catch that? I heard that one a long time ago. A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. You can't talk him out of it. If he's convinced, you can't talk him out of it. Even if he says, oh, yeah, okay, you're right. But he still think, no, nothing changed. So let me jump over here to the comments. Hello, LV is in the house. He says exactly. Yes, he made his choice. Time to go. He made his choice. Now, let's look back at that situation. How it probably should have gone. The question is, why didn't he introduce her to his friends? If you are in the same building as your friends and you're with somebody, now I'm not talking about maybe if you see your friends over there and you say, hey, I see somebody over here I want to speak to. I'll be right back. And you go over and say what's up to them, talk to them for a couple of minutes, and say, yo, I got a date over here. I'll be back. I'll talk to y'all later. Nothing wrong with that. Because listen, I can understand. He may not have wanted to introduce her to his friends just yet. Because maybe he doesn't really know where this is going. Look, let's be honest. All dates don't lead to a long-term connection. And people don't always want all their friends to be connected to all the people that have come in and out of their lives. So maybe there's a good reason that he didn't introduce her or bring them over to their table or whatever. I think she said he's a little awkward and like he's kind of a late bloomer and he's not aware of how to handle these situations. So my immediate statement to that is, okay, that's not the right guy then. Because you don't need to be with somebody who's not aware. Somebody who's a rookie as to how to treat you and how to manage these situations. How do you manage these situations? The woman who you came in that door with is first. I don't care who else is in the bar, and I don't care who else is in the restaurant. I don't care if Jay-Z and Beyonce is in there, right? The person that you walked in, the woman that you opened the door for, the woman that you showed her where to sit, the woman that you're taking care of for that night should be in the seat of your intention and attention. Come on, y'all. Not your friends over at the bar. Now you see your friends. Hey, I'll tell you what, I'll be right back. Let me go and holler at my friends real quick. I'll be right back. And guess what you should do, fellas? Be right back. If you didn't want to bring her over, that's fine and that's understandable. But don't stay over there for 15, 20 minutes, taking a seat, having a laugh, having a drink over there, and leave somebody over there while you're texting them. This was a bona fide rookie right here. And I told her she doesn't have time for it. She's too mature. She's been she got grown kids. Like this guy is apparently not ready. So you don't spend another minute with somebody that's not ready. He's already burned more minutes than he should have had in the first place. Lavanya, she says, that's right. Clear communication is where it's at. I don't introduce no one whose future with me is unsure. So that maybe that's what it was. His future with her was unsure. So maybe that's why he didn't introduce her. He wasn't sure about her. Now, he was sure enough to fly her out there. He was sure enough to plan on spending a week with her. Sure enough of that. But not sure enough to introduce you to his friends. Yes. I'm telling you, this stuff, we have to have these conversations, right? And that little thing I said about her being in first place in his intention and attention, you'd be surprised. A lot of men don't know this. Once upon a time, some of these things were obvious for men of a certain generation, but the men of this generation, it's not. They have to be taught these things. Now, you as a lady, you can decide if you're going to be the person that teach them or not. Because you know what? Some men are worth teaching. Some men just didn't get these lessons as a young man. They didn't grow up with a man. And these are the things that you see in your household from your father. It's not like somebody sits down and teach you, son, okay, here's what you must do. You must do X, Y, and Z as you're taking care of a woman on a date. Now, if you get that, that's great. But most of the time it's shown. They say some things are taught and other things are caught. And some of these manhood lessons have to be caught and taught. And if you didn't get the teaching, you got to go now out and find the teaching. You got to go follow somebody. Look, follow this channel. Hit that subscribe button. Then hit the bell. Okay. And you will get a lot of these little lessons, these little nuggets of lessons. Now, for me, I'm not perfect in these things. I'm still learning. But some of these lessons I've learned. I've been through it. I've had examples of from my father who taught me, and now I pass the lessons on. All right. So and so ladies, listen, nobody gets to treat you in any kind of way that you don't appreciate it. Are you hearing me? Nobody gets to treat you in any kind of way that you don't appreciate. The number one person for you to teach people how to treat you, you got to show them how to treat you by treating yourself right. How well do you treat yourself? Do you always go for the lowest common denominator? Do you always go for the lowest thing? Do you always buy the thing that's the cheapest? Do you always when you fly out, when the man flies you out and you ask him to get you a hotel room, do you get one at the Budget Inn, or do you demand that he get you one at the Marriott, one at the Four Seasons? Okay. Oh, I don't want to spend all his money. Okay. I mean, does he want you there or not? I mean, in these situations, let's say you are, listen, I don't support or suggest any of these things. I'm just talking about what is. Let's say he flies you out, right? You should get your own hotel room. Don't let him fly you out to come stay with him. You fly, if you fly out, it's got to be for multiple purposes. You going shopping, you're going to meet up with your cousins, you're going to go do this, you're going to go do that, you're going to catch a show. You should not be building your experiences around that one person. Because listen, let me tell you something. If you do, you're going to be disappointed. If you do, you're going to be disappointed. If you do, you're going to find yourself one day looking like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Nobody gets to treat you in any kind of way unless you sign up for it. You got to teach people how to treat you. He tried to book you a room over there at the Budgetel at Days Inn in the low end section of the city. You say no. I don't stay in the Budget Inn. I don't stay in Motel 6. I stay in finer arrangements when I go. Get yourself. He said, you need a rental car? Yeah, I need a rental car. I need something really nice. And something really nice don't have to be the highest, most expensive thing they got, but it's got to be an example of how you want to be treated. And listen to this, y'all. I'm talking about even if you wouldn't have necessarily driven that, you don't drive that kind of car back at the house. At least you got high expectations that make people have to climb up to, especially for men. Ladies, listen to this, especially for men. Men need to be able to climb up to you. A man needs to have to work to get you. Not just be like, yo, get on the plane, you coming, you mine. Boom. I'm you mine all over the place, all over. Mine. Bam. No. He should have to work and it takes some time before he gets you on that plane. Not just because he flew. I'm gonna flew me out, and I'm just going just like that. Wait a minute. Make sure it falls in your favor, however it is, whatever it is. Make sure it falls in your favor so that just in case you are out there for a week, you're scheduled to be out there for a week, and on day 2, the bozo does some jacked up stuff like this, now you can say, well, I'm gonna stay here for a week. Why? Because I'm going to my cousin's house tomorrow. Why? Because we're going out going out to dinner on Thursday. We're going out dancing on Friday. And I'm just enjoying my time, and I'll never see that guy again. But he's got nothing to do with me, because I'm going to enjoy my life and my moment in this time. I want to tell somebody, your life is about you. Now, we add people to our lives to enhance our lives. It's the point of having children, to enhance our lives, to enrich our lives, to make our lives fuller. We add friends to our lives to add to our lives. Look, we add a spouse or a relationship to our lives to multiply goodness, to multiply more than you would have had otherwise. We do it to multiply. We should be in the game of addition and multiplication, and not the game of subtraction and division. So that, which game are you in? And whichever game you're in, you got to show the person what your game is all about. All right. All right, you guys, look, that's it for today. Look, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and join the Patreon community. I'm still shaping that thing up. We're going to be launching some private I'm going to talk more about give some more tools and some more specifics on how to manage these situations and how to get what you want. Join the Patreon community. You can join in for as little as $5, and it helps the show to keep going on and doing bigger and better things. All right. Till next time, peace and love. Bye.